This past week I encountered Radahn and my viewers said, Jay, this is where you can cancel your pledge, summon. You can summon for this boss. You're not going to be able to do it alone. And I said, no, I will challenge this my way, do it solo. No! Welcome back, Classy Crew, to my Elden Ring adventure as I journey through all of Elden Ring to slay every boss. So this past week, I encountered Radahn. I encountered quite a few demigods. Radahn, who's the other one? I think they're called demigods. Rennala. Hunted a few bosses, so I was at 32 last week. Now I am at, you know what? I didn't write it down, but I think I'm at 36 bosses. So I started the night in the underground. I'm looking for the lost city of Nokron, and this is where we were looking for Blythe, I believe. So here there was quite a few things I hadn't really explored, much to my surprise. And even further to my surprise, I didn't know that there was a map, and I don't even know how I missed the map because it was literally right next to the moose the whole time, right next to the pillar. So I was like, how did I miss this? And everyone, of course, did a collective facepalm. So I got the map, I explored the area, I lit my lanterns, we got the moose back. Well, I was expecting the moose to come alive, but what you do is you go inside the moose and you kill his spirit, which is kind of messed up when you think about it. This really struck me as a vastly different kind of boss fight than I've ever had in an Elden Ring or Soulsborne game. The music was like serene and peaceful, and it was beautiful. I've never used the word beautiful to describe a fight. I've used, a good dance, fun, amazing, terrible, bullshit, but never beautiful. But this fight was beautiful. It was a nice pattern of here's my attack, I will dodge, I will attack, I will dodge, I will attack. All while this like beautiful, serene music was playing. It was just very surreal and very different. So loved what they did there. Eventually I did find Blythe, and he says he doesn't know where he's going. There's the city. We don't know how to get there. He says maybe Sullivis, that a-hole, might be able to help us. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go see Sullivis. But before that, I actually did make it all the way to another elevator, which takes us back into Florida, aka Khalid. And I was like, no, I don't want to be here. So I went back into the manor. We saw Sullivis. He didn't give me advice, but he gave me a scroll, and he's like, maybe if you give the scroll to a lady, it might help you. I didn't know who the lady was, and I'll admit the chat helped me, and they're like, it's time, Jay. It's time you meet the sorcerer that you missed in Limgrave. And so made my way back to Limgrave, to the Waypoint Ruins, which I hadn't covered. I had walked by it, but this was before I knew I had to explore ruins. I had come across the Waypoint Ruins very early in my gameplay. So I went back there, looked around, eventually found the stairs that go underground to another boss. I was like, oh yeah, a new boss. And it was the Mad Pumpkinhead. I was way over leveled at this point, so it wasn't much of a fight. I think I took him down in like 6 hits. So made it through there, and that's where we met the sorceress, Selin. And she gave me some tips about Radahn, if I remember correctly. Is that his name? Radahn, yes. Kind of saying what was going on there, and apparently that's the tip that's going to help us find Nokron. So I gave the information to Blythe, and he's like, I might be paraphrasing here. There was a lot of fetching and moving around, but ultimately I found out that there was a festival, a warrior festival happening in southern Florida, and that's where I had to go and meet Blythe to fight Radahn. So I'm like, well, we finally have a story reason to go there. We might as well go. I'm not going to explore the whole thing. I'm just going to go to this castle down here and see what Radahn is all about. Totally expecting I was underleveled. So on my way there, I came across a decaying Exite. It's like a dragon. I'm not sure if this is the one I met way back in my first or second stream, but this thing, I was like, oh, dragons, I can kill dragons. This one was hard. This one used decaying rot or something on me, which killed me faster. He was hitting me faster. Anyways, he overpowered me, and I was like, you know what, maybe we won't take this on right now. And then I went to the castle, and this was very cool. Like, we had some really good music. There was some chanting. Everybody was there. Popman was there. I was talking to everybody, and they're like, are you ready for like the ultimate battle of this like Radahn? They really built him up. So I'm like, yeah, let's do this. That's what he's all about. And so, wait a minute, before I did that, I didn't do that first. I'm sorry. Before going to Florida, I went to the academy to finish what I was doing there. So in Liurnia, I had not finished fighting the boss of the academy because I was lost and I didn't know where to go. So I went back and I saw this bridge in the area that I was lost at, and it's like a stairwell. It's not really a bridge. It's a stairwell that's disconnected, and you have to kind of like jump across some broken stuff to make it. I was like, oh, let's go there. And from there, I made it to a portal, which took me to where the Pope is usually, but this time the Pope wasn't there. Instead, the bell-bearing hunter showed up, messed me up, just smacked me around. That is the theme of this week, smacking me around. I was like, oh, that's terrible. And I went back to fight him, and he was gone. It was just the Pope. I'm like, I'm not going to fight a Pope turtle. So it turns out he only shows up at night or something. Really not looking forward to having to kill that one. So anyways, kept exploring the castle. It was a pretty nice, fun, steady grind, and I made it to the room where Rennala is. This was the one character I was well aware would be here, would be like the queen of the land. I had heard so much about her. She was holding her egg, her amber egg. I was like, I know all about you. And she had all these kids around her, and they were all like, kill all the children. And so I, don't quote me on that, please. I killed I tried killing all the children, but I think they were respawning or something. And I kept running around in a circle. I'm just like, I'm not making progress. Something's missing. So I got a little bit more bold. Oh, and if I went to the center, all the kids would start like spewing fire at me. So that's why I was avoiding the center. Okay. But when I went back, that's when I noticed in the center, you got some kids that are chanting. I'm like, oh, this is like the Pope fight or the multi-priest fight in Dark Souls 3. So you kill the ones that are chanting, that breaks the orb around Rennala, she falls, you kill her, and then you go to the special world with her, and that's where you fight an amazing mage battle. I recognized so many spells. It was cool. She was using summons on me. I almost thought I didn't make it. And even at the end, the last thing she cast on me was she summoned a dragon to breathe fire as I was swinging my last slashes on her. And I killed her. And I'm glad because I was getting really low on life. So first attempt, Rennala, I beat Rennala. She didn't feel like, from what I understand, she should be the same difficulty as all the other demigods. Actually, they haven't given me that much trouble now that I think about it. This is the second demigod I killed. It wasn't too hard. So then from there, I went to Florida because I had no other place to go, and I was like, this is where the story's taking me. So enter Starscourge Radahn. What a fight this is. There's so much to dissect. So one thing I don't like is the run up to him. Like when you actually go into his portal and you just have to run to him when he's taking shots at you. So I get on my horse and I run up, and it's just a matter of timing. And sometimes I miss the timing. I hate it because that costs me health flasks, basically. So he usually gets 3 to 4 attacks before I get in on him. And what I've been doing, what's been working good for me, is I stay on my horse and I go back and forth. And I kind of like ping him, run away, ping him, run away. And I do that until he's about half health. And then I've learned I need to get off my horse, because if I take him on in phase 2 on my horse, he actually like manages to kill my horse, I fall off the horse, and then he just bam bam and I'm dead, no iframes. It's really insulting and frustrating to die that way. So this fight, I think I spent an hour grinding it, trying. And in my early attempt, I made it down to 1 hit. He was 1 hit away, and I choked. And looking back at the footage, I thought I was out of stamina for some reason, or I thought I had to dodge. And after the hit that brought him to one last hit, I decided to roll twice for some reason. I don't know why. He was right there. If I had just swung one more time, he'd be dead and we wouldn't be talking about this anymore. But I rolled twice, which gave him enough time to fly up into the sky with a charged up attack. I couldn't reach him anymore, and he killed me. And I tried so hard for like the next hour to beat him, to get back to that point. And I couldn't do it. He's so fast, so aggressive, and you require such good timing. I think I made it honestly through luck. And if I made it through luck to that 1 hit, then maybe I don't deserve the kill, and I deserve all this practice to actually study and learn what to do. I understand that I can summon dudes across the battlefield, and it's supposed to be like an army taking on this ginormous dude who's on a ridiculously tiny horse. I don't know what's up with that horse, but that poor horse. But my pledge is to solo all the bosses, and I'm like, I'm gonna do this. And the fact that I got so close tells me I can do it. It's in me to do it. I just gotta dig deep, find that Soulsborne, like, I don't know, juju that I got, or that I developed, and just put it into practice. Just be patient, dodge the rolls, get the rhythm, get your hits, manage your stamina, manage your health, and he will fall. I just gotta practice it more. But oh my god, it is so freaking hard. This is a really hard fight to solo. So this is my new wall for now. To take a break, I decided, well, you know what? I uncovered Altus Plateau. Let's go see what's over there. Radahn's not going anywhere. We can always come back. Altus Plateau, I met a lot of bosses. So I made it past, I headed towards the capital city. And on my way, I met an ancient dragon. I think it's called Landseeks or something. Played with him a bit and he flew away. Then I came across ruins where I met the demi-human Queen Gillica. Almost didn't catch her name because I killed her so fast. Literally 4 or 5 swings. I didn't even see what her attack was. She was dead, deleted. And I got something in there, I forgot what. And then finally made my way to this amazing city. I love the aesthetic, I love the stairs. I didn't go up the stairs, I went the back way. I didn't even see that there were 2 tree sentinels waiting at the top. And I made it into the city and I went to the grace. And everyone's like, Jay, you gotta go back, it's for your pledge. I was like, oh, what'd I miss? And there I found my 2 tree sentinels. I thought there were just 2, but it turns out the fight is you're supposed to do 2 together. But what I did is I lured one of them. So I threw a dagger, pulled one in, played with him a bit, killed him after dying a few times. And then I went after the second one, killed him. And then that's when it said boss felled. And I learned that it was 2 tree sentinels that count as a boss. After that, I was pretty much tired. Didn't want to go too much further into the city to explore. I was told to go check out a crater outside the city. That's where I found a falling star beast, which looks like part ant, part cow, it's an alien thing. This thing hurts me a lot. And I don't know how I'm going to kill this either. This thing's hard. I met so many things. I was kind of like tra-la-laing through the game the last 2 weeks. This past week, I've met, I think, 3 to 4 bosses that I was not able to kill. And I'm just like, oh my goodness. I think we're back to where the pain is. And I got to get good again because I ain't good. So we're back to that uncomfortable level, and that's what it is with these games. And that's why I didn't get too cocky before, because I knew this stage would come back. It's always highs and lows, and we're going to end on a really painful low that's then going to deliver a very amazing high. So I will continue exploring the city next week, and I will also be reattempting to fight Radahn. We'll see if I can break through that. And those are kind of the 2 paths I have ahead of me. So hopefully I'll see you on the next stream or on the next journal as I continue to slay all the bosses in this game. And until next time, keep it classy. Subscribe.